Spirituality often leads to profound shifts in mindset, behavior, and priorities. As individuals grow spiritually, they naturally let go of things that no longer align with their journey. These changes aren't forced, they happen gradually as awareness deepens. Let's explore the habits and mindsets that highly spiritual people slowly leave behind. One of the first things spiritual individuals begin to shed is negative self-talk. This inner critic often stems from insecurities or societal conditioning. Spiritual growth encourages self-love and a deeper understanding of one's worth. Highly spiritual people learn to replace harsh inner dialogue with kindness and compassion. Instead of criticizing themselves for mistakes, they view them as opportunities for growth. Affirmations, mindfulness, and reflection play significant roles in shifting this mindset. As they quit negative self-talk, they create mental space for positivity and self-confidence. This transformation isn't just internal, it radiates outward, influencing how they interact with the world. Their energy becomes lighter, drawing others to their positivity. Letting go of self-criticism doesn't mean ignoring areas for improvement. Spiritual individuals learn to balance self-acceptance with self-improvement, creating harmony within. Spiritual growth often highlights the importance of surrounding oneself with supportive, uplifting people. Toxic relationships, whether they are with friends, family, or partners, drain energy and hinder growth. Slowly but surely, spiritual individuals distance themselves from these dynamics. It's not about judgment or resentment. Instead, they recognize the need to prioritize their well-being. By setting healthy boundaries, they create space for more meaningful connections. This process can be challenging, especially when it involves long-standing relationships. Spiritual individuals also become more discerning in forming new connections. They seek relationships based on mutual respect, trust, and understanding. This shift allows them to thrive emotionally and spiritually. Letting go of toxicity leads to greater inner peace. Their relationships become sources of joy and inspiration, rather than stress and conflict. Highly spiritual people begin to see beyond the temporary satisfaction that material possessions provide. While they may still appreciate and enjoy comforts, they understand that true fulfillment comes from within. Spirituality fosters a sense of gratitude for simple joys and an appreciation for experiences over possessions. This shift often leads to decluttering, not just physical spaces but also emotional attachments tied to things. Rather than chasing the latest trends or accumulating unnecessary items, they focus on what truly adds value to their lives. They might invest in items that enhance well-being, like books or tools for meditation, rather than luxury goods that serve only as status symbols. Letting go of materialism doesn't mean rejecting abundance. Instead, it's about redefining wealth as peace, happiness, and meaningful connections. As spiritual growth deepens, the need for external validation diminishes. Highly spiritual people realize that their worth isn't determined by others' opinions. This realization brings immense freedom. They shift their focus from pleasing others to aligning with their inner truth. Social media, for example, becomes less about likes and comments and more about authentic expression. Their decisions are guided by intuition and values rather than societal expectations. This doesn't mean they reject feedback entirely. Constructive input from trusted sources remains valuable. However, their self-esteem is no longer dependent on external approval. By quitting the need for validation, they build inner confidence and develop a stronger sense of self. This strength allows them to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Spiritual individuals gradually learn to accept uncertainty. Fear of the unknown is a natural human tendency, but it often limits growth and exploration. Spirituality teaches that life's mysteries are opportunities for discovery. Meditation, mindfulness, and faith play crucial roles in overcoming this fear. Highly spiritual people cultivate trust in the universe's plan, believing that every experience has a purpose. This trust allows them to take risks and step out of their comfort zones. Letting go of the need for control doesn't mean becoming passive. Instead, it's about finding balance, actively pursuing goals while remaining open to unexpected paths. By releasing fear, they unlock new possibilities. The unknown becomes a source of excitement rather than anxiety, enriching their spiritual journey. Comparison is a thief of joy and progress, and spiritual individuals recognize this. They understand that everyone's journey is unique, and there's no universal timeline for success or growth. Instead of envying others, they celebrate their achievements while focusing on their path. Gratitude practices help shift attention from what's lacking to what's abundant in their own lives. Spiritual growth also fosters self-awareness. By recognizing their strengths and areas for improvement, they feel less inclined to compare. This self-assurance creates peace and fosters genuine connections with others. Quitting comparison doesn't mean ignoring inspiration. They might admire qualities in others that they wish to cultivate in themselves. The difference is that admiration fuels growth rather than envy. Spiritual individuals slowly let go of grudges and resentment, recognizing the burden they place on the soul. Forgiveness becomes a powerful tool for healing and liberation. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful actions. It's about freeing oneself from the negative emotions tied to past events. Meditation, journaling, or conversations with trusted individuals often aid this process. They understand that grudges only harm the one holding them. By releasing anger, they make space for compassion and empathy. This shift often leads to improved relationships or, at the very least, inner peace. Letting go of resentment is a journey, not a one-time event. Spiritual individuals practice patience with themselves, knowing that healing takes time. Highly spiritual people strive to live mindfully rather than rushing through life on autopilot. They recognize the beauty in the present moment and the importance of being fully engaged. Mindfulness practices, like meditation or simply savoring a meal, help them break free from habitual routines. They approach each day with curiosity, finding joy in seemingly ordinary moments. This mindful approach extends to relationships and work. They listen more attentively, express gratitude more often, and make decisions aligned with their values. Quitting autopilot doesn't mean abandoning structure. It's about infusing intention into daily life, turning routine activities into meaningful rituals. Overthinking is a common struggle, but spiritual individuals learn to quiet their minds and trust the flow of life. They recognize that excessive analysis often leads to stress rather than solutions. Practices like meditation, breathwork, or journaling help calm racing thoughts. They develop the ability to distinguish between productive reflection and unproductive worry. Spiritual growth also fosters trust and intuition. By connecting with their inner wisdom, they make decisions with confidence, reducing the need for endless deliberation. Letting go of overthinking creates mental clarity. They feel lighter and more focused, allowing them to channel energy into what truly matters. Spiritual growth often leads to a profound appreciation for solitude. Highly spiritual people no longer fear being alone because they've cultivated a strong relationship with themselves. Solitude becomes a time for reflection, creativity, and connection with the divine. They use this time to recharge and gain clarity, viewing it as an essential part of their journey. This doesn't mean isolating themselves. They still value social connections but are selective about how they spend their energy. Solitude and companionship coexist harmoniously in their lives. By accepting alone time, they strengthen their sense of self and find peace within. This inner stability makes them more resilient and fulfilled. Highly spiritual people gradually let go of habits and mindsets that no longer serve their higher purpose. Each step they take brings them closer to peace, fulfillment, and alignment with their true selves. If this resonates with you, let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more insights to enrich your spiritual journey.